Now, in case you do not know what has been going on the internet, there is everything from scamming that's been going on to prenups that are actually not so much true. Not like we don't really know what the prenup situation is. There are properties that are being stated and named, and apparently we still don't know who the owners are. There is a UN job that somehow existed and then didn't. There's a lot going on between Nairofey and Yeforian, okay? And unfortunately, it started with Nairofey, okay? Nairofey akakuza kwenye mtandao, akaanza kutupatia the stories, the tea. And her story goes that apparently she met this guy by the name of, Duncan Masharia, who is Yeforian. Wow, I'm going to keep... Yes, Yefo. Nairo met Yefo and everything was beautiful. She was happy and everything was kind of cute. She was like, oh my God, he's so successful. Oh my God, this, oh my God, that. You know, she'd been told that he works for the UN in New York, or the New York office for the UN. And she's obviously thinking, whoo, dollar bills, dollar bills. And of course, immediately she was smitten, or at least that's what she says. She was smitten not because of the money. The money was just an additional bonus point, okay? Now, later on, she came to find out that actually this mandem may not actually necessarily be working in New York at the UN. He may actually be working in Russia with some other funny story going on, and she's not really quite sure what that was. It really just sounded like a scam story. But she was still very much in love with the potential of this man and how, you know, well established he seemed, or he put himself forward as. And so they got married. It was a quick wedding at, of course, Sharia house. And immediately after the wedding, because the man is rich, the man has the monies, he decided to make her sign a prenup. Why? To protect both his interests and hers. But the drama is the man had nothing. And the prenup was basically to get her, or to exploit her. That's the correct word, according to Nairofey. So she signed a prenup, but the particulars of the prenup were a bit strange, yeah? Because according to her, she says, the part of the prenup said or stated that any properties or any money that is to be made using the brand Nairofey would be equally through and through, halfway be split between her and her man's Duncan, okay? At that moment, she's just looking at it like, what's that? Well, okay, she continued on. Another very interesting clause that was thrown in there was that if they did get if they did have children, and by the worst case scenario, did end up getting a breakup or a divorce, he, Duncan, aka Yeforian, would only cater for their children, the children that they've had within the course of their marriage. However, he would not pay a cent in support of her or her lifestyle. So she's looking at these things and she's going like, oh, what's going on there? And then, even then, she still signed this alleged prenup. And now she's coming out saying, oh, the whole way they were in the car, this man was trying to convince her that all is well. He even tried to pull that one of like, do you want us to go back and let the lawyer change it? And of course, when she said yes, apparently, allegedly, he's like, don't worry, you know, it's going to be okay. None of these things are going to happen. You and I are never going to have a divorce. Blah, 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 blah. I love you. I don't think we want to disturb the lawyers. That kind of stuff that was going on. However, Yeforian, on the other hand, has come out and said his truth, yeah? He said that apparently he's mad, first of all, that he took this girl from the gutter, from the streets, put her up together, patched her up nicely, made her look prim and proper, and then she comes out and starts calling him names, including that he's a scammer, including that he tried to manipulate her, all of those things he's saying against her, right? And he continues to say that, first of all, if she is so clear on the things that are owned by her, that he is now taking, according to the story, why isn't she showing the papers? Why isn't she showing the receipts? Why isn't she showing bank statements, which he already has? If these are her properties, how did she gain them? He has every single transfer that was sent to her. car in order to purchase the cars and all of these other luxury items. So that's where the drama is. We're all looking at each other like, who's telling the truth? Who's lying? What is going on? So is it just a bitter fallout? Are they just both faking it, and eventually they both found out that, oh, kumbe you're a scammer. Oh, kumbe you're also a scammer. Oh, we're both scamming each other. Damn, we got nothing. And then they're just like, man, at least let me get something out of it as I leave this relationship. And I don't know why this guy looks mad familiar.
Yeah, he looks mad familiar.
He looks mad familiar.
He looks interesting.
Yes.
You know, initially when I saw them as a couple, because I didn't know that it was a whole brand couple thing, I just thought Nairofey is like a beauty influencer. I never thought of her as just this babe who's being kept by this man who's in Moscow and everything. And let's just talk about the prenup for a hot minute. Sometimes when a partner offers a prenup, especially when you're the babe and maybe you're not as financially well off as the other person, you're very quick to sign it because you don't want to seem like you're the gold digger, like you're there just for the money. So to prove your love, unaenda tu unasema, you know what, I'm not interested in your money. You should know your worth.
Protect yourself.
Like, seem like a gold digger. Like, check out the terms. Like, if we break up, how much am I getting from this relationship? Because you're getting something out of it. You're protecting your assets. But what about me? Who is going to protect me? Like, Ekapo Klaus, if we break up, you pay me $3 million. You know, something like that.
Like, imagine you were a baby girl. You were living the lifestyle. You had the cars, you had the money. And now you've broken up. You got nothing. You go back to square one, try to find a house somewhere in Rimuruti. Not that I have anything against Rimuruti.
All I'm saying is you need to quantify your worth. What was I contributing to this relationship? It might not have been financial, but was I there? Companionship. You were there with me for like 3-4 years. We've been together. I've been cooking for you. Your house has been clean. How do you quantify that as your worth and put it in terms in the prenup? And ladies, we should really do this. Please, tafadhali. Kwa your prenup, wacha ukae kama gold digger. Like, find those ambulance lawyers just to come and argue a case for you. All I'm saying is, it is so unfortunate that they've broken up and this is happening to them. So unfortunate. But at the same time, we won't be surprised if they get back together.
But like, you know, the worst part is he knew what he was doing. He was very smart about it, because who puts it in a clause very clearly stating that if we do have children, I will not be taking care of you. I will only be taking care of our children. This man knew.
And she didn't see the red flag.
She did not see that big old flag. It was just like, phew, right on her face, slapping her right across the face. But no, who is Nairofey?
But the embarrassment.
She knew she was going to live in New York. Unajua unasikianga New York. Unasikia tu, yani, the big apple. You want to go there and smell the susu like everyone else is smelling, you know? I'm just like, look, but at the end of the day, I love what Turi said. Love it, fully in support of it. Protect yourself, protect your interests. But at the same time, can we just like do better in terms of selecting our partners? Why would someone who seems this predatory at the very beginning of a relationship, simply because you want a few perks here and there, why would you fall for it? Why would you go so far as to buy yourself flowers, to buy yourself all of these things, to make the man look good, yet he is doing jack squat?
But the thing is, he sent the money for you to buy these things. That he also came up with a whole video.
Yeah, he said that he would transfer money directly to her.
And then she would use said money to fund this lavish lifestyle and then say, thank you, babe, for the flowers. No, yes, but like, he didn't buy you flowers, but he did send you the money to buy
you see, at this point,
flowers.
It's he said, she said.
Exactly.
Because she's saying she owns that stuff. She's saying she is the one who took care of herself. But the guy is over there saying that, oh yeah, you know, it's a whole, I feel like there's more tea coming.
Yeah.
Kuna chai inakuja na inakuja heavy.
And we are ready for it. We are ready. We are prepared. We can't wait for it.